and I want you guys to hear me out here on this next one. The San Antonio Spurs. This is why they're going to win a title. I know I just talked about the Warriors and how they're okay. People need to stop stressing, stop overreacting. But at that same time, the Spurs are really good. And I mean really good. And I hope LaMarcus Aldridge gets back from the heart condition as soon as possible. I hope everything's okay for his health. I pray to his family. I've dealt with people in my family having heart conditions. It's not a fun thing to go through. I really do hope he gets back as soon as possible. On that note, the NBA this year is shaping up to be the Spurs year. You know who the Spurs remind me of in terms of how they're set up right now and how the league's set up right now? They remind me of a certain football team that just kind of sneaks in there and wins a couple Super Bowls. And generally, it's really hard to just sneak in there and win a couple Super Bowls. But if you look at one, New York Football Giants, they snuck in and won a couple Super Bowls. And let me tell you why the Spurs remind me of the Giants. You got 5 big reasons, or my 5 reasons why the Spurs are like the Giants and why they will win a title this year. There is reason number 1. There is no true great team in the league this year. If you look at it, I don't think the Cavs are a great team. I think the Cavs are one of the 5 greatest players ever, and an all-star type, an all-pro player, and then a bunch of three-point shooters. I'm sorry, I'm not big on Tristan Thompson. The Warriors are a jump shooting team, which are currently in a slump, but if they don't break out of that slump, they're not a great team. The Rockets, James Harden and a bunch of three-point shooters. The Wizards, John Wall, Bradley Beal, and a bunch of three-point shooters. The Spurs have, depth-wise, number 1 through 9, the best depth and the best 9 to 10 people they can put into an actual NBA game who can all play, shoot, they can dribble, they can pass, they can play defense. It works. Their system is that good. They are the underdogs. No one expected the Giants to win a Super Bowl in either of the years they did. People got a little more hype built around it when the Giants started making their second run and comparing it to their first, but no one walked into that season going, "Oh, yep, this is the Giants' year. They're going to win it this year. They're going to make a deep playoff run this year." And the Spurs have basically been underdogs and counted out since the season started. It was just always the Warriors, Cavs can meet for the 3rd straight finals. The Spurs will be there, but they're going to lose out in the end. Don't worry about it. You think Greg Popovich hasn't? Now he's coached for almost 20 years now, and however he does his pep talks nowadays is up to him. But you're telling me he's not letting some of his young players know? It's like, that's all you think of you guys. You can get to the second round of the playoffs, third round of the playoffs, and that's it. You're already out. Might as well stop playing. Number 3, defense. The Spurs, top to bottom, and as a team, play the best defense of any of the big-time teams. The Cavs have given up on defense. The Warriors play good defense, not as good without Durant because they don't have the size. The Rockets, James Harden can't spell defense. The Wizards, John Wall picks and chooses when he really wants to be. I think John Wall could be an all NBA first team defender, but it's pick and choose too much. Coach, Tom Coughlin, Greg Popovich, experience, poise, been there before, and big play. And I love this reason because the Spurs and the Giants needed, we know the Giants needed big plays to beat the Patriots in both of their Super Bowls. Mario Manningham and David Tyree is a legend for that one catch. The Spurs, their big play is a little different, but after watching Kawhi Leonard, what he did to Houston, where that big three at the end of the game and then the block down on defense and the amount of big shots he's been hitting, that is the Spurs' big play, is they have one of the top 2-3 closers in the league right now in Kawhi Leonard. Whereas if I want a guy with his hand with the ball in his hands during the end of the game, Kawhi Leonard is right there at the top of my list. LeBron will be in that list only because he has to have the ball in his hands, although Kyrie Irving's probably a better closer. John Wall is up there. James Harden's up there. But I give a slight edge to Kawhi Leonard. And to have that big play possibility, which you need in a series, which that big play is the difference between it going 2-2, 2-1, 3-2, 3-1. You need that kind of play. You need that kind of player. I'm telling you, watch out for the Spurs.